Thank you.
David Bennett.
How long are you going to last?
Support my colleagues in their very good speeches on this bill, and to draw attention to the Labor Party not wishing to have a Families Commission, and that the National Party is making the right adjustments to make sure the Families Commission is effective and delivers for New Zealanders going forward. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Order. Another split call. 4-minute bell. Lewis Wall.
Manenga reo rangatira mā tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou katoa. For many of you listening at home, you might be wondering what the need of this bill addressing. What need is this bill addressing? Well, actually, I can tell you that the need was in the confidence and supply agreement that National and United Future came up with. So actually, if you look at the actual quote from this coalition agreement, the Families Commission will have two broad functions. The existing functions will be headed by a single commissioner, and that single commissioner, Carl Davidson, we should note that it's very interesting, his position, particularly on paid parental leave, given he's supposed to represent an organisation that's representing New Zealand families. Now, the research is unqualified in its support for paid parental leave. We know that parents being able to stay home with their children not only benefits children, but actually benefits communities. So it is at the heart of community and family resilience, which was actually one of the two primary roles of the Families Commission, and my colleague Dr. Rajan Prasad will know this well, because he was the original Chief Families Commissioner. So the Commission was empowered to identify and have regard to factors that help to maintain or enhance families' resilience and family strengths. So I find it incredible that we are discussing the change to a bill that will actually change the function of this institution, which has always been about being a voice for our families. So it's going to change from becoming an autonomous Crown entity to basically a Crown agent. They will have to give effect to Crown policy, and in fact it says in the documentation in the bill, this bill will add these functions to assist in determining or achieving the government's priorities in the social sector, to commission research on behalf of the government and others, to manage contracts for research in the social sector on behalf of the government. I mean, the whole intention of the Families Commission in the early days, and I want to highlight one of the original commissioners, a woman called Carolyn Bull, who was a member of the Māori Women's Welfare League, represented Ōtautahi very well, and she was very staunch in promoting, not only to me, but to many people, the couch. Now, for people who don't know what the couch was within the Families Commission, it was actually a formal mechanism. It was a formal mechanism for families and people who were interested in issues related to families to have a formal say in what the needs and interests of our communities was. So the couch was set up to promote the interests of all families and promote a better understanding of family issues and needs amongst government agencies and the wider community. And that's the issue with this change in orientation, interesting word, of the Families Commission, that actually what it's going to become is a government voice. We don't need government voices advocating for families. Actually, what we need is family voices advocating for families. And actually what you have done by reorientating this bill is actually justify why, when we are in government, we will not have a Families Commission. We will get rid of the Families Commission and create a Ministry for Children. We will have a Minister for Children who will advocate and speak on behalf of New Zealand families and New Zealand children, which is completely opposite to what these changes propose to do. So we, in this first reading, will let New Zealanders have a say, and we will support this bill at first reading to go to Select Committee. But you must know, and people out there, we will be ensuring that your voices are captured in this debate, because the orientation of this new bill is going to ensure that New Zealand families don't have a say, that the needs and interests of New Zealand children are not a priority for that government. And we know this because child poverty is growing in this country bills like paid parental leave should be something that the Families Commissioner are the champion of, and that's not what's happening, and this bill will ensure that it doesn't. Kia ora.
Holly Walker.
E te māngai o te whare tēnā.